Final screening. The old Grandview Cinema had been abandoned for decades. Its marquee was faded, its windows boarded up, and its once grand lobby was now a haven for dust and shadows. But every Halloween, rumors swirled about a secret midnight screeninga showing of a film so terrifying that no one who watched it ever returned. Emma, a film student with a taste for the macabre, couldn't resist the legend. Armed with a flashlight and her camera, she convinced her friends Jake and Mia to join her in breaking into the cinema on Halloween night. The air was crisp, the moon full, as they pried open a side door and slipped inside. The lobby was a time capsule of decay. Torn posters hung from the walls, and the scent of mildew clung to the air. Emma's flashlight beam danced across the cracked tile floor as they made their way to the main auditorium. The doors creaked open, revealing rows of moth-eaten seats and a screen that seemed to shimmer faintly, as if waiting. "This is so creepy," Mia whispered, her voice trembling. "Can we go now?" "Not yet," Emma said, her eyes gleaming with excitement. "We have to see if the legend's true." They took seats in the front row, the ancient chairs groaning beneath them. Suddenly, the projector in the booth whirred to life, its beam cutting through the darkness. The screen flickered, and a title card appeared in jagged, blood-red letters. The final reel. The film began a grainy, black-and-white nightmare. It showed a group of friends breaking into an abandoned cinema, just like they had. The camera lingered on their faces, their expressions growing more horrified as the film progressed. Emma's stomach churned as she realized the characters on screen were them. "This isn't funny," Jake said, his voice shaking. "Who's doing this?" On screen, the characters began to die, one by one, in gruesome, surreal ways. Mia screamed as the on-screen version of herself was dragged into the shadows by unseen hands. Jake's character vanished into the projector beam, his body twisting and elongating unnaturally. Emma tried to stand, but the seat held her in place, its arms tightening like a vice. The screen flickered again, and the final scene began to play. It showed her, alone in the auditorium, staring at the screen as the camera zoomed in on her face. The on-screen Emma mouthed the words, "You shouldn't have come." The screen went black, and the projector fell silent. The flashlight died, plunging the room into darkness. Emma screamed as something cold and wet brushed against her arm. She felt herself being pulled toward the screen, her body dissolving into the flickering static. The next morning, the cinema was silent once more. The side door hung open, and Emma's camera lay on the floor, its lens cracked. The film reel in the projector was blank, as if it had never been used. But if you pass by the Grandview on Halloween night, you might hear the faint whir of the projector and see the flickering light of the final reel playing for its next audience.